talk to your lender and just, come up with a plan. What are you going to do if that appraisal comes in lower, if it actually comes in at list price? Have some things in mind. So, there are things we can do with, if they have to, pay closing costs, we can do a lender credit with a higher interest rate. But just good to have a plan in place, because we are starting to see where, in this kind of a market where people are buying over list price, things are already at the top of the market. So especially if you've got like seller's concessions, that may go off the table. So it's just good to have a plan and just really talk to your lender and, kind of format something in advance so that they have something. Because you have 3 days, isn't it? So when that appraisal comes in, the buyer's got 3 days to either accept it as is or back out of the contract. Or I guess you can do an extension of that time. So it's just good to have a plan in place.
Thank you, Connie. I'm sweating bullets on one of my listings right now, and that's timely, Connie. We may need to make a plan, because boy, is this out of whack. So we'll see. Well, I'm just not going to say lovely and talented, because we all know that already about Lloyd. Title confidential.
Oh, Pitch, come on.
He's lovely, he's talented.
Neither lovely nor talented.
Okay, you heard it from the man.
That's right. But I mean well, and that means something, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Connie, there was something I wanted to ask you. Do you have the provider for those professional measurements that you got? You may have mentioned it, and I just missed it.
With Suzanne's, I just provided her a couple of names of appraisers, and she just reached right out to the appraisers.
So it was just a different appraiser.
It was a different appraiser
that provide the measurement. Okay, well that's good to know. I think that's amazing. So, you guys probably have heard about an announcement regarding me, but for those of you guys in the Facebook cheap seats, I wanted to announce that I'm going to be leaving Rudy, and I'm very, very sad about that. And I want to bring up Mary Frances Rudy, who's agreed to join us today. Come on down, Mama. So I call her Mama all the time, and I do that for a reason, because I have always considered myself for years now one of her adopted children, and I always will, and I love you so much. So I'm going to be making a move to join Village, and I'll be joining this family, and there is no one in this world that has supported me more than this woman right here in making that move. So please give this woman a round of applause.
Well, I don't look at it as like I'm losing Lloyd. I look at this like I'm getting an in-house marketer at Village. Because Lloyd I think is always going to be very high on our company, because he's been there, he knows how hard we work. And I'm hoping that he's going to be a really good influence for me here. So that's my take on this.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about Wagon Wheel. I'm kidding.
I know where you live.
That's right. And I think you have a key to my house, too. Yeah. That's part of being in the family, It's like the mafia. You really can't leave. But I just wanted to say I'm thrilled to be able to join this family. You guys know that I love you and care about you the way that I reach out to you and take care of you whenever you have questions or concerns. I try my best to prioritize Village, and now it's going to make it easy for me, because now I can prioritize Village to the exclusion of everybody else in the marketplace, and I think that's going to be kind of fun. So, with that, I want to thank a few key people here in Village that have really made this decision easy for me. Of course, Mark Deutschman took some time and really explained to me part of the culture that he has breathed into this building from the get-go. So he may have already left for today, but thank you, Mark. Bobby Noreen, thank you. You are like my second, third mother, too. I have an assortment of mothers, too. Bobby has always taken care of me. We come up with some of the best conversations when we have slight disagreements about issues. She has opened my eyes to many things, and hopefully I've opened her eyes to a couple of things too, and I think we're better off for it. Yeah, and I hope to continue to learn from you. And also, Chris Andaya, I think he's over there in the cheap seats. Everybody turn around and wave at him behind the glass. Please don't feed him today. Keep him behind the glass. Chris worked very hard against all odds, fair to say. to talk me into and selling me Village, which of course culturally is an easy sell for me, but he really put things together, and I really respect that. Now, of course, there's a lot of people here that I don't want to, I'd like to thank the Academy and everybody else. There's so many great people in this organization that I'm going to be so excited to work with. But I'd also like to give a round of applause to Lee Fund. Stand up one more time, Lee. So Lee has closed with me for years now. Love this guy. Keep your eye on him because he's going to be at the WeHub office. And I expect great things out of this guy. Lee, do you want to come down and talk a little bit about where you came from? Just to let people get to know you.
Thank you, boy. I had a little too much coffee, so I'm a little shaken over here. But I'm from Memphis. My mom's been in real estate my whole life, so I've been stuffing envelopes and when they used to put the buyer's guides out in front of Kroger and stuff. So worked with her for many years. When the crash happened, luckily for her, she got an REO account, so that kind of saved our family, so to speak. So kind of learned that part of the business, and that's kind of where I came up. Left real estate for a little while, moved here with Verizon, and then could not hear anybody else complain about their cell phone problems. So pulled my license out and then went on over at Crylike, met Lloyd through a recommendation and then worked with him nonstop, and then met Chris at, where were we? Rebar Camp. I mean, that one's very aggressive and tenacious, so you've got a good guy leading you, but I'm super excited to be here. This is definitely where I feel like my people are, so to speak. The Village people, so I'm super excited. Thank y'all for welcoming me with open arms. The office that I'm in has been like super thrilled to have me, and so I'm super excited. I'm terrible with names, so if I forget your name, I'm really sorry. I just had a bad brain, I guess. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the text that you sent me. What did it say?
I got paid by the Village people.
That's it. He sent me a text. It was kind of a group text, and he said, "I'm so thrilled that my commission, my direct deposit, just came from the Village people."
Yeah.
Then, of course, we went into the YMCA and throwing up Indian emojis and all that stuff. So that was kind of fun. So I'd like to open the floor. Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything?
What would your role be?
You know what? That's going to be a really good question. I'm going to be leading the broker team. And I like to lead by serving. That's just kind of the way I'm wired. And it's one of the reasons I feel like I fit so well into Rudy, because the processors have such a hard job down there. The attorneys on the team tend to lead by service. And if you can't do that, you just don't fit in well. And that's one of the things that I want to try to do here also. There's going to be a lot of exploration and kicking the tires and figuring out how I'm going to plug in here, and there's definitely going to be some fine-tuning 6 months and 12 months down the road. But my role is going to be chiefly to support the brokers and make sure that they have the tools to give you the best service that they can. And I'll tell you, my number one overriding philosophy is, if you're not serving the customer, get busy serving someone who is. And that's going to be my philosophy. And if I'm not living that and breathing that every day, please remind me of that. Yeah, good question. Any other questions? All right, good deal. You guys have all the answers then. All right. Well, now back to the lovely and talented David Payne. I was waiting for somebody to say that. I need a little validation up here. I had neglected to remind everybody to get your listings in to Nashville.expert. If you haven't, if you've got a coming soon or a listing that isn't up on the screen in the next, 30 seconds, you're screwed. Or we'll add 1 minute. The bowl full of business cards is being waved around back there. If your business card isn't in there and you'd like a deluxe parking spot for a month, now's your time. Did anybody neglect? Okay, who's going to draw this? Oh, I'm going to draw it. Cool. We'll do that at the very end so that no one leaves early. At church. Okay, so the lovely and talented Bobby Noreen, that would be Bobby Noreen, back on stage to sing Moon River. Actually, no, she's going to read out the listings.
David, can we do it together? Because you're so good.
I can't sing.
Well, I'm not singing. I don't see any listed.
I don't either.
I'm working
Oh, we-
on it. How many remember Etta Britt?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just got a call from Etta Britt this morning. It was an email on the way here. And she said, I've got a pocket listing I'm waiting for the screen. I got a pocket listing in Inglewood that your agents might really want to know about. How would I get it to them? And I thought, well, that's kind of rude. But I said, send it to me. And she hasn't yet. Or maybe she has, but I don't have my phone. So I'm saying if anybody wants to know about a pocket listing in Inglewood, look up Etta Britt. Okay, I did it.
Let's just take a minute and everybody look up Etta Britt. Okay, I'll set the timer. 60 seconds. Let's look up Etta and find out about that pocket listing. God only knows how good it is.
Oh, God only knows.
God only knows. I don't know. I don't know.
Brian Wilson's coming to the and Mary Frances and I are going. Okay, Newell Anderson and Janice Stevens, what a pair. Where are you?
Well,
Woo! Oh, there you are. Don't you want to join him?
I get to join. Do I need to join?
Yeah, and it has to be entertaining.
I don't do entertaining. So we've got a new listing. We've also got kind of a model reveal, grand opening, if you will, right after the meeting today. 11:30 to 2 at 7th and Taylor. 7 and 5 Taylor is going to be the model. And we've got it staged, and it's going to be lunch. So if you want to come and check out the first of this 5, kind of luxury townhome development in Germantown, we would love to see you. This particular one's a 2-bedroom with a kind of a flex on the main level, and starts at $634,900.
A flex what?
Flex room.
Oh, flex room. I wasn't sure if it was a gym.
Could be a gym, a modest gym. So anyway, if
What's
you
for lunch?
we are caviar, bananas, and caviar. It's one of those. So
That's not really what's for lunch.
That's
the
the-
name of it.
that's the restaurant. Yes. We're gonna have bananas and caviar, just for you.
That ought to really.
So come on down.
Thank you.
I hope I entertained.
Thank you. You were very good. John Fairhead, come on down. I guess we're making this a new. I'll meet you halfway. How's that?
1107 Haysboro, North Inglewood, 3 beds, 2 baths. It's just under 2,900 square feet, but 1,000 of that is basement, newly renovated, 3 beds, 2 baths, brand new kitchen, bathrooms, fireplace, big level yard. The sunroom is not counted in the square footage and will be listed end of next week.
Good job, John.
279.9, 379.9.
That's a real good deal, isn't it? Yeah. Mr. Brad Copeland.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
So we have 2114 Nashboro Boulevard in Nashboro, down in Area 1, coming 199.9. It's a 3-2 with a 1-car garage. Options for dual masters. It's in perfect condition. If you have investor clients, this would make a great one because it would rent for about $1,500 or so a month, so the numbers work. 719B Skyview in East Nashville, just off of Eastland, walkable to Rose Pepper. 3-2.5. It was built in early 2016. My folks are moving, so we're going to be listing it at 475-ish.
Get it right there to John. Hey, goose it up, John. This is supposed to be.
Otherwise,
Stand
have
up,
John,
stand up, stand up.
Otherwise, you can have
No.
What's your
No, you
name,
can't. I
David?
can't remember what's your.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
There you
we
go.
have coming up here in
He's going to sing
Brandsburg.
Moon River next.
Like right across or right around the corner from Smoke and Dies. It's a detached modern farmhouse in Wedgwood, Houston. Finished in early 2016. My folks are moving to relocating, but it's fantastic. Pictures coming the end of this week and then listing late next week. I wish I had more.
I do too.
More listings or more to say?
I had a
Another
joke.
number.
I had
You
a
had a
nice
joke?
Yeah, I had a joke. What happened to the pretzel walking down the street? He was assaulted.
Boy, that was really Tony Myers, top that.
Leave them begging for more.
I got two coming up. I got one at 4024 Lake Parkway. It's an older couple. The kids are coming down, cleaning the house out, getting it cleaned up, ready to sell. It's priced under comps. They're wanting to get rid of it kind of quickly. It's a 3-2, 3,165 square feet. The whole downstairs basement area is finished. Has a fireplace in it and everything. They used to do music recording down there. It's not set up as a recording studio, but it's fully finished. You guys can use it for whatever you like. $275. It's right over by Nashville Shores, so it's in that area. The other one is 400 Warren Hill. It's in Mount Juliet and Cobblestone Landing. It's a beautiful, beautiful one. It's a 4, 2.5, 3,155 square feet. Brand new hardwood all downstairs. Nice granite cabinets. Everything is just top of the line in there. 410.
That was just
That's it.
fantastic. That was really
That's all I
funny.
got.
That was good, really good. Beth Ann, is Beth Ann here? Beth Ann. Oh, Beth, do you want to tap it through, or you just? Beth Ann shut.
Well, Beth Ann, where are you, honey?
Well, she's
Well,
got a
okay.
3-bedroom, 2.5 bath renovated townhome in Burton Hills. Hardwood's fireplace, 1-car garage, and large 2-level back deck will go active by 510 in the low 340s.
TBD.
Could be bad, could be higher. Okay, Emily, your turn.
Good morning. So we're going to do some wrap up here right now. I've got 6324B Patton Drive. New construction HPR single unit in the back of a lot with an existing home. 2,098 square feet is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, with the master up and the bonus room up there too. You know what else this has? It has a 2-car garage. Most new construction HPRs in that neighborhood have a 1-car garage, or what's known in that neighborhood, and probably across town, as a 0-car garage, which means none at all. Zero. That's true. We're coming on in late May, maybe early June, depending on how things are going. It's the granite just went in last week. The owner of the home is an investor client of mine. He owns a granite company, so if anybody ever needs granite at a phenomenal price, let me know. And he has put in Cambria quartz with massive veins. I've got pictures of it that I took yesterday. Massive veins, like
That's
not
what I have.
not as big as the ones in my leg.
Only quartz is veins and the massive veins are possible.
That is correct. And God, they're beautiful. I'm telling you, those veins, I just want them. That's it.
Wow, I want some of the veins.
Not like chicken veins and wings.
Oh, no. Was that it?
That's all.
Any more listings? Well, I'm going to send this back. Hey, David, you set the tone this week.
Yeah.
Low class. Yeah, trying to rise above my origins. I've been trying for all my life. It's been, futile effort. All right, so we've got some coming up next things.
Oh, I forgot to ask,
Oh.
how many sales did we have in the last 2 weeks?
How many sales did we have in the last 2 weeks?
Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
How many
1,
in-house?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. How many in-house? 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4, 2. What's this? Joe Brandon's doing this. Is this a peace sign or what? 2 in-house sales? God bless you, sir. And we got one way around. Hello there, dear. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been? Yeah, I haven't seen you. All right. Well, good to see you now. And I'm so proud of you for having a sale. All right. So is it time to do that? I think it's time to sort of bring this shambling thing to a halt.
I thought it was.
So we have coming up next. This is one that sounds fabulous. It's a real estate empire for retirement. We're not talking about a few crappy little rentals, that you go around and hassling people for. We're talking about a real estate empire for retirement. Deborah Grimes, who is quite the empress, by the way, and Brad Copeland, who may be an emperor or an empress or something, but they both know what they're talking about. So come see them. And then after that, on the 2nd of May, this one I'm dying to know. Because there are members of my family who refuse to recognize me when they see me in public. And so I don't know. I mean, does my family recognize me? Yes, some do, some don't, and it depends on the day with others. And they're, likewise. Like my cousin Alex, who used to drink coffee all day long, and it went from black to pale brown in the afternoon. Here's a piece of work. So, Kate Nelson, would you like to fill us in, honey, on what this is? Kate Nelson, mother of 3, still upright.
Yes. So maybe this isn't for your long lost cousins. Okay, don't worry about your cousins. This is for do the people in your house ever see you? Do they know what you look like? Do they expect you to be there to eat with them? That kind of thing. Do your children know your name? So, how you can do real estate and still be known to people you want to be known by. That's all.
So it's a little bit of a work-life balance kind of concept. And balancing is one of the things you got to do with those 3 youngins running around loose. God almighty. I only had 2 and it nearly killed me. And Coffee with David Bankley, the lovely and talented and extremely lucrative David Bankley will tell you all about how he made $1 zillion selling real estate. Q&A hosted by the lovely and talented Bobby Murray, and she will sing Moon River. Okay, anything else? That will conclude. We draw for the big executive parking spot. Where is lovely Carol Merrill to turn the drum? Lovely Carol Merrill. Anybody here? Show of hands. Who remembers lovely Carol Merrill?
Oh yeah.
Woo! We got some people over 12. Good. Okay, that would be the lovely and talented Meg Nichols, my co-religionist. God bless you. Okay, that's about enough. Well, hell, I don't know. I've never gotten one. I put my card in there for 4 years. I've never gotten a spot. Where is it? See someone important. Okay.
Wait. Staff of the month.
Staff of the month.
Employee of the month, and it's the second one when you drive in the garage.
Second one you get that nag. Second one you get. Let's hope you pray for rain so that you can be out of it.
I don't want any more rain.
Yeah. All right, I think that is enough. Let's shoot this thing in the head.